Hey guys, well, today I got another bad debut story for you. I think you're gonna enjoy this story. It's pretty much a gangster story. As you see in the photo, you have Joe Benanti, Vinny Gorgeous, Bruno and Delicado, Big Trin, and a few other guys, all wise guys. Now, when they took that picture, I'm sure they were having a nice time, a nice dinner. I'm saying who was straightened out, who was getting ready to get straightened out. And a picture could tell 1,000 words, as we know. But sometimes it don't tell the truth. You know, back in the day, I'm sure being a wise guy was a great life. You know, you got together, you went out to dinners, you had respect. There might have been some honor at some time, but I don't think there was ever trust. Look at Big Trin and the three captains, right? How Joe Messina set them up to get killed. In that picture, you have Joe Benanti. Now, Joe Benanti is from the Lower East Side. Joe Benanti, back in the day when he was my age, very younger, I remember him telling me on Bay 16th and Bath, he said, Jimmy, he said, you remind me of myself, meaning him. I said, thanks, Joe. He said, no, you really do. And Joe Benanti was a tough guy. He grew up doing stick-ups. He was a stick-up guy, ballsy guy. His nickname was Bullethead. Now, he was known to be wild and never listen. And eventually he got straightened out. Before he got straightened out, he did 20-something years in prison. When he came home, they straightened him out. He grew up with a lot of other wise guys on the Lower East Side. Now, back in the day, growing up, in those times, everyone was a tough guy. Everybody was a tough guy. You know, you had to make a name for yourself. You had to put up your hands and you had to fight. There wasn't no talking. If you came out of your mouth, you had to put up your hands and fight. Whether you rolled around on the floor, whether someone picked up a pistol and they shot him in the head, or someone stabbed somebody, that's how you made a name for yourself. It wasn't like today where you just yap, yap, yap. You come out of your mouth, you knock people. That can never happen. It's a totally different world today. But looking at this photo of this thumbnail that I put up, all these guys were wise guys. We know Bruno and Delicado, his father ends up getting whacked with Big Trin in the house. Frankie Lino's in that picture. And it's a picture back in the day where young kids, when they saw these guys, they wanted to be like them. You know, that was a great time. I remember going out to the Brown Derby when I was a kid with the wise guys in the neighborhood, the Chicos. I would walk in the Brown Derby. I would have a nice sports jacket on, a pair of slacks. I would be there with the Chicos, Georgia Chico, Barbara the Chico, Joe the Chico. And they rolled out the red carpet for you. You have a seat. Everybody was respectful. They knew who these guys were. And it was worth being a wise guy back then, you know. And also, I remember my friends' mothers in there and seeing me. And they would go, what are you doing here, Jimmy? And I would go, I'm with them. And they would look at the Chicos, they say, oh, you know, and it was acceptable because, you know, our parents wanted us to be around these guys. Like when I was around these guys, in a way, my mother was happy I was around them because she knew, in a way, I was gonna be okay. That's how our neighborhood was back then. But not all the guys were good guys. So Joe Benanti was a tough guy. His nickname was Bullethead. As I grew up with Joe Benanti, he was always in Sparrow's club. He always used to sit outside. He'd go for walks smoking pot. He would always tell me when I was a kid, Jimmy, could you get me some weed? No problem, Joe. And I go get him some weed. I handed it to him. You know what I mean? I didn't say anything, kept on the down low. Then later on in life, who knew that this guy was going to be a guy that I reported to, right? And how things work out. But Joe Benanti went out like a real gangster. He stayed true to that game. When Anthony Sparrow went to trial, he told everybody not to take a plea until he was severed off the case. Anthony Sparrow only thought about Anthony Sparrow, just like a lot of these guys today, right? All they do is they think about themselves. And a lot of these guys today, they don't know how to say sorry if they did something wrong. You know, that's the way they grew up. You know, if I did something wrong to somebody, I have no problem saying sorry or I apologize. But who would ever think that eventually some of those guys in that picture, how it turned out? If you look at that photo, think real hard. The outcome of everyone in that picture. The 3 captains get murdered. Joe Benanti dies in jail. Frankie Lino becomes a rat. Vinny Gorgeous gets a life bid. Bruno Delgado spends most of his life in prison. So what I'm saying is that life, there is no happy ending. All those families, every one of those men in that photo has a family. All their families were destroyed because of the life they chose. It might have been a nice life for a minute, because that's how fast life goes by. Just like that. In a minute. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow. We all seen it before. That life does not last forever. So the message is, think before you make a decision. Make wise choices. Don't glorify these guys. I'm sure all these guys had children, and a lot of their children are mad that they couldn't spend time with their families. A lot of children are mad that their fathers got killed. A lot of children are mad that their fathers are doing prison time and their fathers are gonna die in jail. But that's the choice they made. That's the decision they made. My decision was different. I didn't make that decision. My decision was to come forward and make a life for myself. And that's just what I'm gonna do. That life for me is over. I'm a storyteller now. That's what I do. I tell stories. I'm an entrepreneur. I want other things for my children. Anything I do for me and my children. That's the reason why I do it. Now, I also want to tell a quick story of the other day, my friend's mother passed away. and this is Tuesday. Now, I don't go to churches a lot. Every so often I'm in a church, whether it's a marriage, a funeral, a christening, and etc., things like that. So I went to the Mass. The Mass was held in Staten Island. The church was the Resurrection. It's at the end of Staten Island. My mother, my grandparents are buried in the Resurrection. So I walk into this church because this is a dear friend of mine, and I had to pay my respects. I couldn't go to the wake because I was working that night. But in the daytime, I said, let me go to the Mass and pay my respects, and which I'm so happy I did. Now, the Mass was very beautiful. The priest gave a great Mass, and the casket's there with my friend's mother in it, of course, and it's very sad, and my heart breaks for her. But the way the priest said it was, not only are we here for so-and-so to pay our respects, but we're also here for each other. And he pointed to all of us sitting in the church. We're here for each other, pointed at me and the other people in the church. Meaning, let's learn from this. I don't want to say my friend's mother's name, and it just touched me, this Mass. And anyone who goes to church every week or twice a week, I have to tell you, I amend you. And if you do go to church, you definitely learn a lot from it. You learn to forgive people. So anyone out there who is saying and knocking people, I don't think they go to church. I don't think they believe in God. I don't think they believe in a higher power. I just don't think so, because those 2 hours that I spent in church really touched me, and I learned so much from it. And before the Mass even started, I walked around and I looked at all the art and the design of Jesus, his disciples. And then we leave there and we go to the Resurrection and we say our goodbyes. We put a flower on the casket. And then from there, I went to go visit my mother. Now, I go to the cemetery every couple months to give my respects to my mother. I stand there for maybe a half hour, an hour, and I talk to her. And what I do is I always bring a rock, and I put a rock on top of the stone to let other people know, if someone else visits her, that somebody was there. And I grabbed the flower from the Mass, and I brought a flower with me, and I put it on her gravesite. But it was a moment that really hurt me. Looking back, thinking about my parents, how at one time growing up, these two people, my mom, dad, put inside of me to love God and to be respectful and act accordingly, meaning with people. If someone gives you respect, you give respect back. Someone treats you bad, you know what? Sometimes you keep your mouth shut. If you got to defend yourself, then you defend yourself. But it's something I want to share with you guys that, look, life is short. Don't look up to the evil people, look up to the good people. Be kind to others, do the right thing in life, and a lot of good things are going to come your way. We all reap what we sow. You put good into life, you're going to get good back. Now, again, I was always a loyal person. And if I make a friend with somebody, I stay a friend to that person. Always. Until I see different. I'm here to help anybody I can. This is who I am. And the people who truly know me know the real Jimmy Calandra. And I have to tell you, you know what? I had a lot of people reach out to me and a lot of people that surprised me. And I have a lot of people behind me. Not only you people out there, my followers and my friends, because that's what I call you, my friends, my family. If you're following me, you're a part of my family. And I have a lot of support that I didn't know I had, and I do. So I want to use my platform to help other people. And I want to get back to when I was a kid, growing up, my mom and dad, before they separated at the age of 6, 7 years old, we were the envy of others. Other people looked at my family, my brother, my sister, my parents had 3 kids. My father worked, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. And they instilled in us gifts that we are going to share with other people and give to others. That's what we all should do. We are a part of our parents, whether it's strength, whether it's love, whether it's God loving, whatever it is, we are a part of our parents. What they teach us, we're going to teach our children. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, share it with others. Thank you for the support, the kindness. I'll be putting out another video probably later on today. I have all day today. I have off tonight. I'm working tomorrow. But you know what? I want to give a couple shout outs to people. Now, I know you people are just getting to know me. Some of you people really know me well. But I'm the type of person I want to help people. That's what I'm here for. I'm not going to be here forever. There's a beginning and there's an end. And while I'm here, I want to help people. That's what I want to do. Whether it's a child, whether it's a grown-up, whether I could touch your heart, whether you could learn from me, this is what I want to do. So if you can, give Angel Gotti a follow. I think she's a decent human being. I know she's been through a lot of things in her life. It might sound funny coming out of my mouth, but give her a follow. I really don't talk to her. I don't know her too well. But I know she's a decent human being. And you know what? She's been through a lot of things in her life. Her father died in jail. He stayed true to the game. Whatever he was, he was. That's not for me to judge. And also, give Fatball Sicilian a chance. Give him a sub. I'm sure he's going to change his platform and give some stories. I know a lot of people are juggling with him. They really can't figure him out. They say he's after the money. But you know what? Look, if anyone is giving entertainment, they should earn off it. This is entertainment. This is a platform. If you want to send someone a cash app, that's on you. You know, that's what this is for. You know, you don't have to give nobody nothing. You could just watch it and move on. And also, there's another guy I like out there. His name is Cousin Dom. Something to Stoop. If you can, give him a follow. But I also want to give a shout out to Michael Franchese. Michael Franchese, I think, is a class act. I watch a lot of his videos. Out of all the people, to me, this guy has transformed his life and inspired so many people with his inner circle, his education, his business sense, and his well-spoken. He has a beautiful family. And these are the people that inspire me. These are the people, in all honesty, I want to be like. I think that is a true gangster. Someone like that takes care of their family and teaches their family how to do the right thing in life and give their life to God. So with that said, everyone, today's Friday. I hope you all have a good weekend. You'll be seeing me again later on in the day. I'll throw up another video. And with that said, I love you guys. Enjoy your day. And I'll see you later on. Bye.